Hey crew, it's Pitt, and we're back with another Cog Dead Determination. Today we're going to be dealing with Ryan Upchurch. I got recommended his apology video yesterday, and I was like, I absolutely have to see what type this guy is. I loved that apology video. It was great. We've got him on Chat Arms TV. This is a recent interview. It was July the 7th. We'll go ahead and swap it over. I've skipped over just the very intro where the guy's introducing Ryan. I don't know, I'm not all that familiar. So we're gonna see what's going on here. Let's check it out.
Cheatham County.
A while ago.
Yeah.
Pulled it from West Nashville, baby. On the silk chat on.
So we're just gonna. This will be a series of stuff, man. Kind of like we've done the stuff with Worm. We've done the stuff with Jelly.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be the same, similar style. We're just gonna touch on
Definitely getting movement vibes.
different things, and we're gonna let my boy just speak his mind, man. He let me know that we can ask away, so that's what we're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna start.
He put a
off
dip
with
on top of a
just
dip.
by asking you, who is Ryan Upchurch?
Man, Ryan Upchurch is just a dude that was born in fucking Nashville one night, grew up around here, sang songs about this place. Nothing really special.
Okay, that leans me against organized things. He just listed off a whole bunch of things, but he was not happy about it. And it wasn't specific. He run through the list of not really exactly what he was talking about as fast as he could so he could get to something else. That is not organized things.
Fat, tatted up redneck that got a bunch of kitchen tattoos and sang about around here.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, man. Like you talked about
Sing
before.
about around
I know
here.
that you said you started doing music when you was in high school, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then once that came along, did you take a break from music and then start doing the comedy stuff, or wasn't that just like a random video you shot or something?
Yeah, man, I dabbled with music in high school, and then I was like, I had everybody around me tell me, that ain't gonna fucking work, we're never gonna amount to nothing, yada yada. So I was like, man, maybe they're right, so put it.
Alright, he's got some tribe interplaying. Definite movement. Oh, yeah.
Down for a little bit, and then, after high school, I started working construction every day, trying to make ends meet. Hell, I was living in a little shack I was renting from Steve Bass on Indian Springs Road, and I was like, how do you know if you don't fucking try? You just gotta fucking try.
Right.
So, on the job site, I was making videos and shit of fucking with the workers and stuff, and people liked it on Vine, and then saying, here I am.
He said, you never know if you don't try. That's probably the best piece of advice you're ever going to get. This is interesting so far. We're definitely picking up movement. A little bit of informative on this. The tribe self-interplay, it's early in the interview. He's just starting to talk about himself. But he's already thrown it back to the tribe at least twice. He threw it back to the guy he was renting from. And then before that too. So we're definitely seeing some tribe interplay here. And we're going to see, we're 3 minutes in. We'll give it a couple more minutes to settle. Hopefully we can get him into a nice, comfortable flow state. He's still a little bit tense right here. I guess he's trying to maintain the camera angle or something with this lean. But I'd like to see him relax.
Shit, that's my job now.
And so, the cool thing about your story too is, like we talked about, but again, some people may not have seen that interview, but you said the video, as far as the video portion, because it all kind of was, you were doing kind of both at the same time, correct? Well, wasn't it like a random video that you recorded one night and then you didn't even upload it yourself?
Yeah, I ended up, I made a funny video. I think it was on Vine at the time, and it got took from there and just shared everywhere. And then next thing you know, it's one video after the other, keeping these people engaged with what I'm doing, just trying to be funny, and people thought it was funny. So, which really, it's not even me trying to be funny. It's just I have a goofy, dumb squirrel personality anyway. Right. So I can get on there and really do anything, and they'll be like, "Look at this fucking idiot," But it's just everyday shit.
And it just kind of snowballed after that, like you started doing that, and then you were.
Okay, that was definitely some non-specificity there. He was not specific about what was going on. There's a whole lot of, this is what it was, but like nothing that you could take away and be like, this is what it was. That is definitely not organized things. Like, definitely not. I'm trying to see maybe some gather things. I'm not getting a whole lot of ideas, even though he's not specific at all. So I'm thinking, like, he just said squirrel. Like, I'm seriously thinking this is going to be gather things.
We're like, well, it's obviously something that people like, so I guess you just kind of kept.
Because things are experiences as well as physical things. Like, it's weird because you would think that the experience would be the idea, but it's not. The idea is the overarching concept of it, or the thoughts of it, but not the actual doing of it. And the experiences are the doing of it. The making the videos is doing a thing. Making the music's doing the thing. Comedy skits, doing a thing. But those are new things, the new experiences that he's trying out to change his life situation.
Oh yeah.
And then before you know it, it was way higher than you was expecting it to be, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
And then you just
for a
kinda
long
kept going.
time. For a long time, I focused on the videos and shit, and because it was fun to do. But
Because that was a fun experience and it's new, so I'm with it.
now I'm 30 years old and I'm not as
Youngin.
crazy as I used to be. I'm not as wild. I don't.
But I sympathize with that.
I pay taxes and shit now. I fucking
Right.
own a business, and back then I didn't give a fuck. I'm just out wilding,
Yeah.
And see, that's ideas, but not like nailed down ideas.
That's dope, man. It's like you started off and in 2015, 2016,
He's probably the most movement out of the people I've typed so far.
and then you started seeing.
Because he's very flexible in his ideas, and he's moving all over the place.
The music really start to. You knew that you were popular with the Vine stuff and the video stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Did you think when you started dropping music alongside of it, did you think it would do the same numbers, or were you kind of nervous about it when you first dropped it? Like wondering.
Man, I was. The first project I dropped, I was nervous because I was like, man, maybe everybody's gonna not like this music and then turn around and not be interested in my funny
That's tribe.
videos go more, or maybe doing.
And this is organized ideas. He's agitated over organizing the ideas.
The music will work, and then I'll start getting attached to that, and then people will get mad at me for not doing videos.
Right.
It was a
These possibilities.
million different thoughts, to be real.
Yeah. Well, it worked out.
Yeah. So he's gathering a million different thoughts, which would be the gathering of the things in this case. That's why this is so weird. He's gathering the different things, but when he's organizing the thoughts like he just did, it's because he's agitated. It's not his natural flow state. His natural flow state is to gather the experiences and to gather the things. Like, he's more gather experiences than things. I'm sure he enjoys his things, but he's about the experience.
It's out for sure, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, the discography is deep, man.
I mean, look at the ring on his finger. He's got a huge ring on his finger. That's a thing. That is the thing that he has gathered.
Are you sitting on like what, close to 20 albums or EPs, or I know it was 17 or 18.
Dude.
He's putting out a lot of experiences out there, huh?
It was close. It was a lot.
And that's an honest answer. Like, I don't want to be that guy who's people like,
I'm not going to be able to list it for you. I'm not going to be able to tell you, oh, this song, this song, this song, this song, this song. I might be able to tell you this album, this album, this album, this album. But I'm not going to be able to list it for you. But I'm putting a bunch of them out there for you.
oh, he's big dicking or something. No, I really don't know.
No, you just be putting out music,
because
bro.
I just like putting it out and slinging it behind me.
Yeah.
Just keep moving.
I'm just throwing them experiences out there for everybody. That is definitely, definitely gather things.
Like, I know that. Do you have a?
Gather Things Tribe. Like, I'm definitely feeling a Gather Things Tribe off there because he's doing this for other people. Like, yes, he wants to come up. Yes, he wants to make money. Yes, all of those things. Everybody wants to do all of the things. But his primary driver is to give people a good experience. That's what he's doing. He's giving people a good experience. And he's very concerned that he's not going to give people a good experience. This is a good one right here. This is definitely Gather Things Tribe movement. We're gonna nail down direct informative. I'm leaning towards informative. But I think that might just be my bias. Like, I'm gonna pay attention specifically for that, because I'm gonna see if there's rabbit holes or if he's telling the story and then stopping.
A certain one that just you remember the most as far as that had a really special vibe to it that kind of stands out to you. You've made a lot of dope stuff over the years, whether it's rock or rap or country. But was there something out of one of those projects that you, maybe just the recording of it, or just something about it that just sticks out more than some of the other ones?
Yeah, I would say that would have to be, I think my Turning Point album that was real sentimental to me was probably Parachute. Because that's the first album I got to do a feature with my mom.
Yeah.
And, you know, we wrote a
Tribe.
song about, you know, people who are maybe at their lowest.
I got to give my mom this great experience. That's what he just said. Like, that's what he said. He said, this was my turning point because I was able to give my mom a good experience. Tribe-friendly Gather Things.
Point in life, because me and my family have been at our lowest point in life with each other. And as long as...
And this experience sucked, so we needed a new one.
If
I'm loving
you
it.
Hit that bottom point and be at rock bottom, but if you're at rock bottom with somebody you see as a rock in your life, you get out of that rock bottom.
Ooh. Bro, that needs to be in a song right there. I'm gonna back that up so you can hear that.
If you can hit that bottom point and be at rock bottom, but if you're at rock bottom with somebody you see as a rock in your life, you'll get out of that rock bottom. And that's another thing I feel like in country music is fading away, which is family values and caring about stuff like sitting at a fucking dinner table without the phones and talking to someone else. You know, we got to get back to the realization, and that's what the song Fallen is about. And not to mention, it's got my mom on it.
He's so Tribe.
He's a beautiful singer. Has a beautiful singer.
It's a beautiful thing to see somebody focused on the Tribe in this manner. It's not a greedy focus on the Tribe, which you see a lot, but it's a genuine concern. Like, he genuinely wants to just give everybody a good experience. That's what he wants. He wants the interaction so that I can give you a good experience. I know that this is important to you. I knew that before I called you, that this was important to you.
Singing voice, and that was our song to the people who think we're at rock bottom, so it was real special for that reason. Not only that, that's the song that Hollow Boys is on, which is like the Upchurch, the country boy anthem right now.
For sure, bro, for sure. And then Parachute song, that's the Parachute song is from you is my favorite song you've done.
Thank you, man.
I really dig that one a lot, man.
That song's about making it to the top and figuring out that the top's not all it's fucking cracked up to be.
For sure. Influences, I know you've probably got a lot of different styles of influences, and it probably depends on what you're doing. I know when you do the rock stuff, the creeper stuff, you really.
All right, we've gotten a couple of informative indicators so far. We're going to go through this last question right here before we go into the typing. But I'm definitely getting an informative vibe off of him. It's not an overly informative vibe because he doesn't want to give the experience. But the last part, he went off on a couple very small rabbit holes, but definitely tangential. Like, it was definitely not the main story.
Digging that Alice in Chains and stuff like that. So, like, with your country, as far as that, like, in rap, what would your influences be for some of that stuff whenever you start to...
My influence for country, it's a little bit of what everybody knows and a little bit what no one knows.
Right.
Like, you know, I do like the older Luke Bryan songs, like the song That's What Country Is.
Yeah.
You know, which tells about, it's a song about how everybody's thinking country is the Bass Pro shit and yada yada, and really it's not. It's this old school shit over here.
Yeah.
You know, Tim McGraw, like Red Rag Top, When the Stars Go Blue,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Clay Walker,
Yeah.
Which was awesome because I got to end up doing a song
Yeah,
with
dude.
him.
On the new album.
Justin Moore. That's the side of country that I listen to more is like the 90s and early 2000s. But then again, you can go back and I listen to Mark Chestnut, Barbershop Jukebox.
For sure.
And I even go far back as I listen to Buck Owens. If
Yeah.
y'all don't know Buck Owens, look up the song Ruby.
Yeah.
So it's a wide range, but it really stops at like the early 2000s.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're definitely gonna go ahead and type him out. Let's he is gonna be well. Let's transition first. Y'all need to see this. All right, we're gonna go with things, gather, tribe, movement, informative. ESFP. All right, this is our first ESFP. He is going to be an SE hero. He's going to filter the worldview through mechanics. The strength is the ability to find new things and make them work. I've never seen one, but it probably works like this. He's going to be good at picking up the guitar, the piano, musical instruments. He's going to be good at the physical things. But his main focus is giving people the experience. Like, he is about giving people the experience. You can see it all through the interview. That is his main driver. The parent is going to be FI. He's going to feel responsible for making sure the tribe knows the morals. The strength is going to be finding value. I feel like you're being, or I felt this before. You can definitely tell that his responsibility lies in what he feels. But it is, and he feels great when he's giving the experience. The axis right here is very strong for him. TE child is going to feel defensive over the tribe's rationale. Everyone's entitled to their belief, but his weakness here is going to be not realizing that people can be wrong, even collectively. We've seen a lot of TI child so far, and these people are outspoken because of their TI child, or TI child, their TE child. TE child is going to go one of two ways. It's either going to go all in with the experts and it's never going to question anything that the people say, and it's going to get very defensive if you try to question what the people say, or it's going to be everybody's an idiot and feel very defensive over the fact that everybody's an idiot. That's the two extremes of the TE child. He's gonna get spun up because of dumb people. Because he's wanting to give everybody a good experience, he doesn't get the people that don't understand it. Like, he doesn't. All right. NI inferior is going to think he's great at choosing options, while actually he's going to misunderstand them or invert them. He's going to be betrayed by his friends. He's going to have problems choosing the best option. It's the bottom of the stack, of the first stack anyway, and it's going to be harder for him to manage with the NI. He's going to have to work harder for it. SI nemesis, the challenge is going to lie in dealing with duty. He's going to be susceptible to manipulation by honor. What would they do without me? He's going to have to learn discipline and how to separate wanting to give people the experience that he thinks they want. And he's going to feel very duty, like a lot of duty towards the tribe here. And he's going to ignore his own sensory to give the tribe what he thinks they need. FE critic is going to have a hard time with the tribe's ethics. You don't feel like you care enough for others, and you need to realize that a little selfishness is okay. Even in this tribe, he overextends himself in this interview. He overextends himself, and he beats himself up because he feels like he's not doing enough. He feels like he's not taking care of the tribe, so he's going to kick himself for that. The part of the interview that I skipped was where he called the interviewer and was like, hey, you want to get together and do this? that is the FE critic being like, well, this guy took care of me a long time ago, and I need to catch him back. And if he doesn't do that, he's going to kick himself in the balls for it. T.I. Trickster is going to be unaware of your own thoughts, going to have a harder time applying logic, step-by-step progression of things. If it doesn't work, I don't need to know why. I don't need to know how. If it does work, I don't need to know why. I don't need to know how. He's going to feel like he already knows how things work, so he doesn't need to know the actual how of things work. He's going to be unaware of his own thoughts. Obviously, you're never unaware of your own thoughts. What you are unaware of is the impact of those thoughts. You're going to have a hard time with choosing the right thing for you to do. Because the TI trickster is going to tell you this is the right thing, and it's not. Any demon is going to undermine yourself by not trusting others' possibilities. You can't seem to find, is there a better way to do it? And you need to understand why of the mechanics. You need to figure out why things work. You can see here, these bottom two, figure out why things work. Look at the other possibilities. Don't hone in on one possibility. He actually did that. He was doing comedy videos while working construction. That's seeing another possibility. And then he started doing music after the comedy videos. I'm sorry. He started doing music after the comedy videos. That's seeing another opportunity. But those were sensory opportunities to give the tribe an experience. And it worked for him. He did a good job of that. Now, he's going to have a hard time trying to figure out what to do next is his hard thing. He's going to be like, all right, well, I did that. What do I do now? What other experience can I bring to people? And he's going to have a hard time seeing that. He's going to have a hard time differentiating that. That's not to say that he can't do it. Everybody uses all of the things. All of the stack is in everyone. It's just in a different order. We all get the information in a different way. We all process the information in a different way. And we need to learn that that's okay. We're going to wrap it up here. This was a really good one. I'm glad we got an ESFP in here because they're a little bit harder to find, really. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. I thank you so much for being here, for every minute that you were with me. I thank you to the interviewer for the interview, and I thank you for Ryan for doing the interview. This has been a good experience. We're going to leave it there. This has been Pitt's Take. Peace.